Hello, everyone. Let's do the market recap for week 31 of 2025. We are actually in week 32 right now, but it doesn't hurt to kind of recap what happened last week. So, if you remember, we actually gave some sort of short area here right at 150.89. And it's sometimes the fib levels are sometimes crazy. It's a big fib target, right? But it could just hit it sometimes and you have a huge reaction. So it looks like the yen got a pretty nasty rejection here on the daily, especially. If you start to break the daily cycle towards the downside, that's a kind of a warning sign. This is a pretty large daily cycle. Now it's at support and it's trying to turn back up. So does it break? Does it not? Who knows? It could still extend, right? It could still make threes higher and get into this area. But pretty crazy how we hit the fib and it was like a disaster of a sell-off that day. You know, sometimes that's just the way it goes, right? 2.34% in a single day on the Japanese yen, or sorry, the USD JPY pair, right? And yeah, I've started to do a lot of analysis, but been very swamped recently with the in-laws and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, right now we're gonna start doing just a small set of index and stocks here, and I'm gonna do personal via analysis for the members, and I'm gonna send it inside the Discord. So if you guys want me to analyze your stock, you can join the Discord. Um, Unless you know me, then I'll do it for free. The Dow Jones right now, we hit some sort of buy area, and we got a nice reaction out of it. Now we're getting overlapping waves that came back down. So this could actually be a flat. So maybe the one actually ended here, and we're doing some sort of flat pullback, or it's moving in threes. ABC, ABC, ABC. Is that what you need? So right now you did hit the flat target, and you got a big reaction out of it, right? So is it over, or is it going to pull back deeper and you're going to do another three swing move, right? You could easily do that by coming back down in another three swing. So we'll keep a close eye on it for now. If this is the flat, it's done, and you should just keep longing, right? And this thing's just going to keep going up, which is kind of this is what it's pointing to. But we'll stay on the edge of our seats. Right now, we're getting like some trend exit signals in the market. Just short term could mean like we're in for some more consolidation before we go higher, right? So we'll be careful. I know the big update like today feels everyone feels invincible and everyone's positions are in the green. So except for obviously the Bears, but regardless, we'll monitor this move very closely. We got a big reaction on the 4 hour, but the daily can go deeper, right? It can reset deeper if it wants to, and it wouldn't ruin the 1-2 setup unless you take out this low, and then we can do some more analysis. But this would become a 1, and maybe it's a bigger 2. So if it wants to do that, that's fine. But so far, you've gotten a nice reaction out of a flat area, right? So if this is a flat, or sorry, if it's a WXY, and that's fine. SPY, very similar situation, but you never hit the buy area. Could have ended the fifth. This is how I'm charting it at the moment. I'm showing this as the fifth, like the fifth ended. Now, this is actually a little bit better than the Dow Jones. Dow Jones looks a little bit more bullish, but to me, like when you look at the SPY and the triple Qs, you could make another, you could continue to extend, but looks like you reset the 4 hour cycle. The daily had a tremendous pullback in the RSI, but not in price. Doesn't mean it's over though. You could easily come back down in a WXY, the double correction, and go deeper. And then it's finished, and it's up only, right? Right now, you kind of finish this with bullish divergence. So, I mean, you could make the case that it's an A, B, and a C, and the B finished today. It filled the gap. and now the real sell off comes, right? And we're gonna fill the gap down here. We're gonna come back down to 600 on the SPY, and the Qs are gonna do some sort of pullback as well. So this is what the markets are looking like right now. I know it's not the most fun analysis because it points to the markets going down, even on a green day like today, right? Because I'm doing the analysis on Monday from basically kind of recapping what happened last week. But you gotta be you gotta just look at what the charts are telling you. And the charts did a small impulse down, right? We're taking out this low and getting some bullish divergence. Now you're getting a 3-swing move up. The B could extend a little bit more, but could be also finished. And if it's finished, then you're going to get the C leg. Bitcoin's kind of giving us a warning sign of what could come. Right now, it's not doing too hot. In the after hours, it's down like $700. I think Bitcoin could come back down to like 111, maybe 109, and then come back up. And I'm thinking that's what could happen to the Qs, right? It could slowly bleed down. I don't know what the news would be, but if it wants to be finished, that's okay, right? If this is the wave two, you have no idea how bullish this is. This market is going to go to like 700-800, right? Like if this is the wave two, this entire move is a wave one, and this is your wave two, your larger cycle wave two, then this is it. You gotta long now, but I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm gonna be just sitting on my hands, just holding what few positions I have in the market that still have long exposure. And if the market wants to dip, I'm gonna accumulate more. I'm gonna add to my positions. I'm gonna put money to work and look at the RSIs, look at my indicators, what everything is saying. IWM is kind of a difficult chart. Could be done on a weekly. This is the only one that's concerning me. But for now, I don't really have any trades on it. Just kind of like watching the IWM. Ever since we got this massive drop here in the IWM, I've been kind of sidelined and not really interested in it. Okay. TLT, difficult chart. Looks like the wave 2 wants to extend further. Let's see here. It's such in a choppy spot. Yeah, like it's either moving in threes, which it looks like it is. So we could get rid of some. See, 3. So it's moving in threes, guys. What do you want me to say? This thing is just indecisive. It's in like correction mode. Is it gonna do this? Right? Is the TLT gonna come up? And if it comes up, you have a target right here. A short to 80 at 89. So the yields go lower, right? The yields go lower, which is kind of like what I already had here from a while back. I think I had the yields at like 4.4, and then you rocket up for whatever. And SMH, we'll take a look at the SMH. So correction starting. We've been patient with this, and I don't know. I don't know if it's really starting, or if it's just like some sort of fake out. But yeah, if it wants to continue down, you have a buying opportunity in the semis here. If it just goes straight down tomorrow, right? But which is we don't know if that's gonna happen. And yeah, gold. We'll take a look at gold real quick. So gold. So here's my problem with gold, right? So you had a clear impulse here. So you had a nice impulse, and then you took out this low, right? You took out the wave 2 low. Okay, so now you have some sort of invalidation, right? And now you took out this low, so this 1-2 is invalidated, and then you have this 1-2 that's invalidated here. And then we've had some great trades, right? The only problem I see now is that when we did this, we're kind of starting to confirm that this chop here is moving in threes, and if it's moving in threes, this could mean like gold's gonna get some major leg down, right? That's what this could mean, because we've been trading gold in this choppy mess here for a while. We've had the dip buys along the way up, right? Along the whole way up, we've had the dip buys, but now we need to evaluate if this is really such a bullish count, or is it a larger, wave 4 of a 5. So let's see here. Like the wave 3 could be up here. Take a look at the weekly. I mean, you're actually inside of a 5th wave. Could be a larger 1-2 as well. Let's see. Get rid of this trend line. That didn't really do anything. Kind of getting rid of the counts, but you can see how many successful trades we've had. We had a hard stop out here. All of these were positive reactions, positive trade outcomes. And if it does do a big correction from here, I don't even think it's that bad though. I would take it from the low here and kind of just draw down. Yeah, I mean, like it would mean like $3,075 gold if this happens. But I would load the boat if we do this. Yeah, I'd go heavy into leverage, ETFs, margin, all that stuff. But like, I mean, it's not even that big of a decline to be honest. It's like 10%. That's it. It's just like it's a 10% decline in gold. And if we get into here, yeah, it's a buy, right? It's a strong buy. And we'll take a look at silver now. Silver is actually pretty bullish still, even with gold like possibly pointing to some sort of big drop like this. It could easily be in here and it's another 1-2, and this is a big mess, right? Or it's still in the 1-2, right? It could be a less bullish count, but still bullish. I mean, it could come down into this area. So you got multiple levels of buying gold actually. So I'm going back to gold now. Because now you could have this, right? It could be a WXY with an ABC, and it's kind of just waiting for that to happen, right? So we'll wait. I don't have any, stronger opinions than that in gold. Okay, silver. I'll go back to silver. Still long silver. Silver is actually pretty bullish right now. Inside of a 1-2-1-2 setup, could be getting ready to have a strong move up to like 48 or something. And after that, maybe we'll pull back. But for now, sitting on my hands. Okay, let's wrap this up with gold. Oil and nat gas. So oil had a very nice move up, but unfortunately, it's kind of pointing that we're moving back in threes again. And if that's the case, then I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's not looking good again. It's WXY. And if that's the case, then this is your connector, right? And you're coming back down to 58 to as low as 49.62. Okay? That is what could happen. If it breaks, if this pivot breaks here, if this pivot breaks 65, you could start to waterfall again to 58.57, and that would probably come in line with the markets getting another leg lower. And then nat gas. Nat gas is still on its way down, slowly but steadily grinding lower. We are going to wait for it to hit the buy area at 1.975. Once it gets there, we could long it with leverage on ETFs and with margin. But for now, nothing to do, right? You can even continue to short it on the pop-ups. It's not a bad idea. It's in a severe downtrend. You could take a look at it. Market cipher, the daily looks like shit. The floodgates are opening for nat gas to be short, right? The weekly looks like shit too. So I think everything's open for nat gas to be short. Maybe I might even pick up some KOLD. So who knows? Regardless, nat gas is a terrible asset right now to be long. I feel like it's gonna go down to 1.9, 1.95. At which point we'll find a bottom. All right, peace.